Driving and barely surviving. That's how some Uber and Lyft drivers say the rideshare companies make them feel. Today, drivers here in the Bay Area joined their colleagues across the country in a nationwide strike, protesting what they call unfair wages and treatment. Fox 15's Ariel Placencia joins us live from Tampa International Airport. Ariel, so are drivers refusing to take travelers to the airport today?
Some, Linda. Some told me that they were denying all requests. No rides to and from the airport, no food delivery requests as part of this strike. Then there were other drivers who told me that today is business as usual because they simply cannot not afford to.
I drive 5 days, about 12 hours a day.
Tavion Wiley is a full-time Uber driver, so he knows the Bay Area pretty well.
Yesterday, I was driving from Wesley Chapel to St. Pete.
And for this particular trip, his passenger paid $100.
And I only saw $36 of that ride.
Other rideshare drivers shared similar stories at Wednesday's rally at Tampa International Airport, joining thousands of Uber and Lyft drivers across the country in a nationwide strike. Driver after driver accused both Uber and Lyft of offering unfair wages.
4 years, and my pay has gone down roughly 20% year over year.
They also said the rideshare companies do not prioritize driver safety, nor do they offer as many incentives as they used to, even though demand remains high and the prices passengers pay surge.
Plus, Uber's stealing all of the money that they used to pay us for surge pricing. We no longer get a cent of that, or very minimally.
All of the drivers have inflated, have increased costs from inflation. And yet the income seems to be flat.
From car insurance to gas to overall maintenance, drivers argue they foot all the expenses that are not getting any cheaper thanks to inflation.
So maybe that's actually driving more people to come out and drive, is because households need to close the gap and make a few hundred extra dollars each week.
Yep.
That brings more drivers onto the road, and consequently, less of a need for the incentive payments.
But the vast majority of drivers are satisfied, Uber argues. The company said in a statement, quote, "As of last quarter, drivers in the U.S. were making about $33 per utilized hour. We also continue to act on driver feedback, adding new safety features to the app and improving our account deactivation processes." And one more story from a driver that I talked to today. When he was on his way to the rally, he said that he got a request for 2 deliveries, a total of 26 miles he'd have to drive, and he would only make about $5, and he did not accept that request. Now, you just heard part of Uber's statement. I posted the rest of it over on our website, fox13news.com. And then, Linda, once I hear back from Lyft, I'll be sure to update that story online with what they have to say.
All right, Ariel Placencia reporting live for us. Thank you.